Kenny, how's it been with this long wait before the Scottish Cup final?
It's been long. Like it's still got a while to go yet. But no, well, listen, we've filled it well with a good bit of rest and recovery at the start of it. Back to hard work for a few days, and then obviously the closed door game the other day, which was a fantastic workout for the lads, went really well. Exactly what we needed at that time. So yeah, like I say, I've still got a week to go, which next week will just be a normal working week. Monday, Tuesday off, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and cup final on Saturday. So pretty much normal next week. But listen, we're eager for the game to come. Thoroughly looking forward to it. And yeah, I said the game the other day was probably just what we needed.
In what way was it competitive enough, or was it just a bit of run out?
No, it was really competitive against a really good team, and we knew obviously it's not in front of fans, it's behind closed doors, so we knew we had to create the intensity, the tempo, we had to create an atmosphere ourselves. But the lads, we knew the importance of the game being the only game in this 3-week period. We knew we had to get something out of it, so the lads went about the job very well, and it was, like I say, it was a really good workout against Spurs, a really good Spurs team.
You've had a break, Hibs are still playing games. Who will benefit from that, do you feel? Because you played the 6 games last year.
Yeah, listen, we've talked about before. We went through that process last year, and it was tough. It was really hard going. We can only comment on how we feel. I feel the break is. Listen, it probably is a bit too long. There's no getting away from that. But there's definitely going to have served a purpose, and I think the manager has definitely followed it in the right way. We needed a game of some sorts, and like I say, that workout, it was a really tough workout. The lads got a lot out of it. You can see in the numbers we're checking this morning, the distances, all the stats that came back for the game. It was a worthy workout.
Would you like to see Hibs get through tonight against Falkirk, so they have another game and it's maybe another drain on their resources?
Like I said before, we had the 6 games last year, so we know the toll that it took on our bodies over that probably a similar period of time. So it was tough. Again, it's perfectly poised, the game. We watched the game the other night. I thought it was a decent game, maybe a fair result, maybe not, but again it's still perfectly poised going into the game tonight. So listen, whatever happens, we can only control how we feel, how we fill our time and how we prepare for the game, which will be 100% come next Saturday.
You see the breaks maybe being a little bit too long. How strange is it having such a big gap when everything is focused on just one game?
It is strange. I mean, again, it's definitely been a different build up to a huge game than what I've had before. Like I said, normally you would have games at least until the week beforehand. So it has been a little bit strange having this break. But that said, I think we needed a wee bit of rest. I think it was 8 games we had in April. So definitely that little bit of rest and recovery we had at the start of the month was overdue. But listen, we work hard every day in training. It's stood us in good stead through the course of the season. And the intensity, the level of training that we do, will be prepared for next week as much as it has been a long break.
So I suppose it's easy enough for you to all keep the focus given what the game is that you're preparing for.
Well, of course, listen, it's the pinnacle of the season. The cup final is always the last game, normally. Obviously, the playoff second leg will be after it this year. But it's the pinnacle of the season. You want to be involved in it. It's an opportunity, it's a huge opportunity for us to win a major cup for the first time for a few years. And obviously that will lead to Europa League qualification, so it's there's a lot at stake.
What's it like in terms of yourself at this age to have the lure of European football back again?
Listen, it's a great opportunity for everybody, including myself. It's there's no getting away from the fact that it's been a good season so far. We want to really finish on a high, and the chance to achieve European football again in the manager and this team's first year together would be a fantastic ending to a really good season.
If Hibs do get through to the playoff final, they will obviously have that game after the Scottish Cup final. Do you think that would impact them in any way in terms of their preparation or mental state going into the cup final?
Listen, I think they'll pretty much be, again, we can only speak for ourselves, but I'm sure everything I'm saying right now, they'll be saying the exact same thing, because everything's there for them. It's a huge opportunity for them to end a long wait for that particular trophy. So it's all the incentives are there the same as for them as they are for us.
As a former Hibs player, would you like to see them come back up to the Premiership?
Listen, we've talked about this before, and in terms of Scottish football, I mean, again, take nothing away from Falkirk, who are a great seeing. I've got a lot of friends that are playing in Kilmarnock as well, who, if they get past Falkirk, they're going to have to go up against them. So listen, whoever comes on top will have deserved their place in the league this year, that's for sure.
Having been a former Hibs player, you'll know all about the stuff about the wait for the cup win in 1902 and all that sort of stuff. when you played there, was it something that weighed heavily in the players' minds?
I wouldn't say it weighed heavily on it, because at the end of the day, when you're as a player, like some of these lads, it'll be their first year at the club, so it's that weight is. There's definitely a lot of people talk about it because it's been a long wait for the trophy, but you've not had any part to play in previous opportunities. I mean, I think this was the third time in the last few years that they've been in the cup final, so this might be some 2-3 times, but some lads it'll be their first time as well. So listen, in terms of the club's history, obviously it's a big thing, but I'm sure the lads will just be firmly, for the same as us, firmly focused on the game and looking forward to it.
As far as the supporters are concerned, they'll probably see this as their best chance for a long way on, in the sense that they've beaten you this season, they've played you enough times that they'll hope that this is their turn. Well,
listen, if they think it's their best chance, again, if that's how they want to approach it, they'll approach it. I mean, it's a cup final, anything can happen. You can say at the start of a campaign, to win it, you have to come through it. This is a one-off game now. They've got to the final, we've got to the final. There's another team in front of you, you've got to go and beat them on the day, you've got to be better than them on the day, and that's something that we'll be looking to. You say they've beat us, we've beat them as well. So listen, it'll be two good teams going at it, and hopefully what's a good spectacle for the Scottish game.
In terms of your own memories of Hampden, obviously last month, but in terms of finals, you look back to perhaps 2010, I think it was, against St Mirren.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, I think that was
2011.
Yeah. One of them anyway. No, listen, I've had some good memories. I've been fortunate enough that cup finals, I don't think I've actually lost a cup final as yet. Sorry, we got beaten extra time. We got beaten extra time in the League Cup final 2008, I think it was, 2009, with Celtic in extra time. So that's the only kind of taste of defeat I've had in a final. So it's been fortunate enough. Like I said before, it's a cup final. I mean, some of the games we've been involved in have been really tight affairs. St Mirren 1-0, Falkirk 1-0. So it's been they're always tight affairs, no matter who the opposition, because of what's at stake. So I'm sure this one will be no different.
You'd like it to be a bit more comfortable than that St Mirren game there?
We'd love it to be a lot more comfortable, yeah.
What was your memories of that day?
Well, going down to 9 men, they were right up against the wall, that's for sure. So obviously you're thinking at that point it might not be your day. I remember the game well. I mean, St Mirren defended so well. It wasn't until we were actually down to 9 men, maybe they thought they had a wee bit more of a chance to go and win the game. I think they did commit probably a few more bodies forward in that minute before the goal, and it did leave them open a little bit. Even with 9 men, we were able to counter, and I think it was a maybe 3-on-3, 3-on-4 kind of attack that we managed to get the goal. So it maybe played in our favour a little bit, but it didn't feel like that at the time, because it was hard work when we were down to 9 men.
Are you pleased to see Lee Wallace and Barry McKenna called up to the Scotland squad?
Yeah, delighted for them. I mean, there's a lot of lads have had good seasons this year. Obviously Lee and Barry are getting that recognition. Lee got the recognition with getting the Player of the Year award. Barry was up for the Young Player of the Year award, probably only ran into one lad in front of him who managed to get it, Kieran Tierney, who's had a great season as well. So we've had a lot of good performances this year. Obviously it's testament to the work that both Lee and Barry as individuals have been doing, but us as a team as well. It shows that we're doing the right things when we get people called up and recognised at an international level.
Is that another sign of the rehabilitation in the club, that not only you sort of getting the team back in order, but guys are now getting recognised in that sense individually?
Listen, we always knew that would come, because we've got some really good players in this team, and it's maybe went against us at the level that we've been playing at in the last few years, including the Championship, because when the end of the day it's the second tier. So to get that kind of recognition, you probably have to be playing top level football. But it's great that the managers recognise that they've had outstanding seasons, and like I said, that shows when you get Player of the Years and you're nominated by your peers to for the end of season awards. As much as it's not about the individuals, you have to still be performing as an individual within the team. So, and they two lads have been outstanding.
In terms of Barry's development, we've seen him start out wide most of the season, but do you think going forward he could be developing a number 10, somebody who's in there to pull the strings as well?
Listen, the way we play, he finds himself in the positions, and he has done. No, maybe if he started, in fact I think he started maybe 1 or 2 games in there, but Barry's strengths are one-on-one. He is a creative player, and there's no doubt he could play in that position. Again, do we play a number 10? We probably don't, but for me his strengths are out wide. His creative side, like his pace, his directness when he gets one-on-one with anybody, he could really harm anybody with the pace that he's got over that first 10-15 yards. So we've seen that all season. Could he play in there? There's no doubt, because he has got that creative. He can see a pass. He's got that ability that he can move into the positions and hurt teams. So, which he's done for us all throughout the season. So it's not that dissimilar to the kind of role that he's been playing.
Just talking about the league there that Rangers are playing in, do you think now that you're in the Premiership it's going to go hand in hand with more Rangers players getting call-ups to the Scotland squad?
If the lads are performing at the top level, then there's no reason why not. But again, that's the question. We need to take this season, this fantastic season that the lads have had, and the performances. Like I said, there's maybe 2 or 3 others that maybe not be too far away from that, but we need to be showing it again next year in the top level if we're going to have people regularly in that Scotland squad.